Hey. So I wanted to do like a 0 to 100 basically tutorial. So we're gonna do like hair, makeup, everything. I'm wearing a robe, so maybe I'll put clothes on at the end of this. Who knows? I look crazy because I just got out of the shower and my hair just air dried. I want to show you hair stuff, so we're gonna start with that. But I wanted to do it here because my bathroom, you can't turn the fan off when the light is on, and it's so loud and obnoxious, and I hate it. So that's not ideal. But anyway, I am obsessed with hydration, not only on my face, but also on my hair. So that's the first thing that I'm gonna do. I'm going to just like extensively hydrate. So I'm going to be using this line by Schwarzkopf. Rude. I never know how to say that. So this is Blonde Me. This is the Keratin Restore Intense Care Bonding Potion. I'm going to be using this guy, and then I'm also going to be using the Keratin Restore Bonding Mask. So this is kind of like a little team. So it's basically supposed to like strengthen hair and keep it nice and moist. New bonds and deeply replenishes the hair. Which, like, if you're a bleach blondie, then you absolutely need this kind of thing. So anyway, this is a little like step, double two-step thing. Two-step. So I'm gonna go in with this guy, and then I'm gonna go in with the mask. Onto damp hair. I need to dampen my hair again. Okay, dampened hair. Now I look like Guy Fieri. Fieri? Is that how you say his name? All right, so we're gonna, I don't know how much to apply, but I'm probably just gonna go in with a lot. I'm just gonna saturate my hair, so I'm gonna use, I don't know how many pumps that was, 4? Ooh, it smells nice. So I'm gonna work it all over, especially the bleached areas. Ooh, it feels so nice. It smells delish. All right, now I'm gonna go in with the Keratin Restore Bonding Mask. So this is a tub. Delicious. I don't know how much I'm gonna use, probably like, I have like no hair, so these products are gonna last me, which is nice. Again, I'm gonna focus it in the areas where I've got the bleach. This is such a cute look. Should I just like do my hair like this? All right, so I'm gonna leave this on. It says 5 to 10 minutes, and then rinse thoroughly, and then we'll style. So these products are, this is part of like a whole line from Schwarzkopf, the Blonde Me line. It's by Schwarzkopf, but I think it's just like Blonde Me is the brand. So they have this guy. I'm gonna be using the Shine Elixir to style my hair because I always need some kind of a like, something like this, especially if you're blonde or if you're bleached or whatever. It like, I don't know, sometimes my hair can feel like really dry, so I need to add a little bit of shine is always a good thing. They also have the Keratin Restore Bonding Conditioner and Shampoo. I think these are for like all blondes, all blondes. So like you don't have to be bleach blonde, but it's just basically supposed to like keep your hair nice and strong. And then they also have, this is like super interesting, Blonde Blush Wash. So these are pastel washes. So I have lilac and strawberry. I haven't been adventurous enough to try, I want to try strawberry because you guys remember when I was pink for like a week, and that was so much fun. But anyway, it's a color depositing wash basically. So it deposits color and then it'll last for like a certain amount of washes. I can't remember how many it said, but I think it said it lasted like 5 washes, which is cool. So I'm excited to try these. But anyway, so these are all available at Ulta.com. Also in select stores, I believe, if you're interested in checking them out. Once you bleach your hair, it's like so easy to experiment with color because like no matter what, it basically just ends up like it'll fade eventually. But Schwarzkopf is like salon quality. They've been in salons for like years, and now they're available in home, which is really nice. So you can just like buy this stuff on Ulta and then just have it at home. So I'll link these things down below. Obviously, all the products that I always use are linked down below. So if you want to check it out, check it out. All right, it's been 5 minutes. I'm gonna rinse this out and then we'll blow dry. Ooh, nice and soft. My hair was feeling so dry before. Okay, so now I'm going to, I always basically use some kind of a like leave-in conditioner or something. So I'm gonna use this Shine Elixir, again, for all blondes. So it's just basically supposed to illuminate, shine, luminosity. You apply it onto damp hair and leave it in. So I'm gonna take probably just 1 pump since I don't have a lot of hair. Those are the benefits to having a super short pixie. So I do the same kind of thing, especially with my hair, because it's like a little bit, like my hair is very, very straight and fine. So I'm going to focus that product, the Shine product, like in the areas that my hair is bleached, because it is grown out a little bit. So if I take it all the way to the root, my hair can end up like being kind of flat. So I want all of the shine and hydration to be like on the ends. All these products smell delicious, by the way. let's blow dry. And 5 seconds later, my hair is dry because my hair is incredibly fine. Look how nice and shiny. It feels super soft. My skin is like pretty hydrated, but I kind of want to like hydrate it a little bit more. So I'm going to go in with my Dominique Cosmetics JD Weighty 180 primer. I don't know what this is called. All right, and then quickly going to color correct underneath my eyes with my LA Girl color corrector. Now for foundation, LC Cosmetics. Can't help it. I mixed this one even better than my last one, so I added my green to it. So the color that I'm using is Cameo. It's not all of it at all, but I like just love the formula so much, so I mixed it with my NYX color correcting liquid to make it perfect, and now it is. So I'm going to be applying that with my e.l.f. concealer sponge. So I know for a lot of you guys, if you checked out this foundation, I know it's not a huge range, but hopefully they are able to expand at some point because the formula is so stunning. So I want to keep this just like very natural, glam, like realistic, you know? And that's what I love about this foundation is that it's so natural. I have been loving the Dior Forever Skin Correct in the shade 1W. I did a little review of this and I just like can't stop using it. I'm going to use this underneath my eyes and I'm not really going to do any highlighting. I'm basically just going to be concealing this area. So this might look like kind of a lot, but because I usually use a much more full coverage concealer, so I'm going to really blend this out. But focusing it in this area to conceal those dark circles and brighten up just a little bit. So I'm using it to brighten up this area, which is where I like to bring the most attention. And then I'll kind of like use it to conceal a little bit of like redness around my nose. And then, you know, sometimes I get some right here around my like smile lines. But now whatever's left over on my sponge, I'm just gonna kind of like run it in the other areas that I like to highlight, even though I'm not putting any more product down. Maybe it's not doing that much, but in my mind, it's kind of keeping things a little more cohesive, you know? Like it's probably just depositing a little bit of color, maybe a teeny bit of lightness. All right, I'm gonna do some contouring with my Light Medium Contour Stick by KKW Beauty. So I like to do my jawline, cheekbones, nose, and lips as well. All right, and then I'm gonna do some bronzing with my medium KKW Beauty Contour Stick. If you guys are not new to this channel, then you know all of this. You know all these steps. It's one thing about being a blondie. You gotta be really careful about your hairline. It's so hard to keep my foundation and my bronzer out of my hairline. So I'm not going super into depth with these processes just because I have like very in-depth videos. So if you are super confused about like the difference between contour and bronzer or just like how you should apply it or where you should place it, I have all kinds of videos on those and they're all like relatively new. So if you just go to my videos and search, you can find them. All right, I'm quickly gonna sketch out my brows with the Maybelline Ultra Slim Brow Pencil. Really light hand. Clearly I'm being like reckless with it. Brush that out. And then I'm actually not going to use any concealer to like clean up around the edges because I want this to be like much softer, but I just like sketching them out first. Okay, so for blush, I'm going to use Honey Peach from Queen Herbie's line, Queen Studio. Sorry, just kidding. And I'm going to be using my Sigma Large Angled Contour Brush to apply that. Yeah, I've just been loving this color, I don't know. It's funny because when I first looked at it, I was like, this is kind of like, I can't tell if it's cool or warm or what. Like it's kind of like a neutral. It's just so flattering. All right, I'm going to apply my eye primer, my Anastasia eye primer before I go in with any powders, because I like to take my powder like all up in my inner corner. All right, I lied. I want to do a little bit more rude. So rude. I want to do a little bit more highlighting, so I'm actually going to use Tarte Shape Tape Light Sand, literally right there, right there, right there, and right there, and that's it. And since I want the most coverage under my eyes, I'm actually going to start off with the other two spots. I kind of feel like my foundation was just looking a little bit dark, so I want to do this just to kind of like balance out the lights with the rest of my body. And then once I blend out this under eye, I'm going to go in and set it with the Pat McGrath powder. I think this is the lightest one. All right, and then I'm going to take a tiny bit of that powder on my sponge and just set like the center of the face, basically, areas where I tend to get oily or have makeup like breakup. So basically like the center of the forehead. I like to do here. For the eyes, this is going to seem kind of simple, but I actually talked about this product in a recent video. I think it was my my makeup essentials. I'm not using an eyeshadow palette. I'm actually gonna be using my contour palette to do my eyes today. This is the Dior Backstage Contour Palette. You can use like your contour palette, whatever it is. If it's NYX, if it's BH, like whatever it is, e.l.f. I just love this contour palette. This is like my favorite, one of my favorite contour shades. And so I'm gonna show you how I use this palette to do a natural glam eye. So I'm gonna start off with a really, really fluffy brush. This is the Morphe M511, and I'm going to dip right into that contour shade. I'm gonna start blending this into the crease, but I'm gonna be a little haphazard with it. I really just wanna take this kind of like all over. This is my go-to like natural glam look. Like if I'm going out to dinner or something and I just want to look done, but not like ridiculously over the top. Like I don't want to wear a cut crease to like going out to dinner with friends, you know? So this is always my like where I start off. I always start off by pushing this area back in space. And I love bringing it all the way up to the brow bone, just making it like really smoky. All right, now sometimes I'll just take that shadow all the way down onto my lid. Today I'm actually going to be using the shimmery bronze color. This is supposed to be like a highlight or something. It's so soft. I'm actually just gonna pick it up like right with my finger, and then I'm just going to pat it all over the lid and then kind of like blend it up into the contour shade. Isn't that so pretty? It like adds a little bit of warmth onto the lid. There's like a little bit of a difference, you know, because this cool toned contour is kind of like carving out that eye shape, and then we just have this nice like soft like bronze color. So perfect for like light blondes. And just keep in mind that like a smoky eye doesn't have to be black. It doesn't have to be like this super black or dark gray or anything like this, like that. This to me is a smoky eye. It's just softer. And then for my lower lash line, I'm going to take this little, I don't know, dome brush, I guess, by Elena I wish I knew how to say this. I don't know if I'm supposed to roll my R or not. Badro. Elena Badro. Anyway, I'm gonna pick up that contour shade, the first one, and then just run this all along my eye bag, pushing that back in space like I like to do. Right? Isn't that just like so simple? And if you want to, you can put something in your waterline. I've talked about this before, but like a nude color in your waterline or like something a little bit darker, maybe a little bit smokier is gonna like make it a little more sophisticated and sexy. I'm gonna go in and highlight with my, what do I wanna use? I always use Becca Moonstone, but that's what I would use for this. I'm gonna use Becca Moonstone. It's just like so go-to. It's like what I would use if I were like going out, you know what I mean? Because when I want it to be softer, I don't like a lot of precision. I'll just go in with like something kind of, you know, like that. Like it ends up being just like washes of color everywhere. Which in my opinion, like if you're struggling with, you don't know what makeup look to do, but you wanna look good and guarantee that you're gonna look good, this is the one. Super big. It's like just the go-to to be like, I look put together and really pretty, but I don't look like I tried too hard. You know? Inner corner is a must-have. Like, is that not the most perfect highlight for my skin? Using my Dr. Bronner's soap. Again, I have a full-on brow tutorial if you're confused, but I'm just gonna wet that soap and brush up my brows with a spoolie. Get them nice and fluffy. Expose all the sparse areas. All right, and then while that's drying, I'm just gonna do my lashes. So I'm going to curl them with the Lancome curler, and then I'm gonna go in with a few coats of the Monsieur Big Lancome waterproof mascara, my favorite for holding a curl. All right, let's finish off the brows. So I'm going to use Lime Crime Bushy Brow. Duh, Dirty Blonde, you guys. These are my like go-to products for a reason. Hello, that's why I make videos about them. Okay, so I'm just basically, is that foundation on my hand? It is. Going to fill in the sparse areas. So we went in with that pencil just to kind of like create a guide, brushed up with the soap to be like, okay, now where do we need to really fill? And now we're gonna make them fluffy. Maybe I'm making my brows a little too thick now. What do you think? Are you into it or are you like, tone it down? To finish off lips, I'm going to, obviously this makeup look is so like versatile that you could literally do any lip you want, but my go-to, man, my go-to. You know what, I'm actually gonna use this lip liner by NYX that some of you guys recommended to me and I haven't tried it yet. This is Sand Beige. A lot of you were saying that this is a really nice like cool toned nude, so let's do this. I love that color. You guys know me so well. Okay, I'm actually gonna go in with this Revlon lipstick that I've fallen in love with. This is the matte shade in Untold Stories. All right, guys, that's it for the look. Super simple. If we're like going out to dinner or something, I would probably like maintain the matte lip, you know, because it's just like easy. This is super comfortable. To finish off my hair, I just threw in a little bit of pomade just to give it a little bit of texture, but it's looking super healthy, shiny, lovely. Skin is looking shiny, lovely, super simple. This is basically my go-to for like going out to dinner. I want to look like myself, but like extra a little bit. Lately, I've been like loving a structured lip with everything, like a structured nude lip with everything else looking like very natural. But yeah, that's it. This is the makeup that I actually wear. Let me know if my eyebrows are getting too big. And if you're interested in these hair products, check them out down below. Highly recommend to all my blondies out there. Make sure you're hydrating. Everything. Everything. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you want to see next. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Just enjoying it. Just enjoying it.